What are you hearing? This light is always so like hit and miss.
I know. Feels like we're going down.
Does it?
Does it? It could be my eyes.
Like we're going downward?
Yeah. Is it on a? I mean, it is on a slant for sure.
On a little bit of a slant. Maybe if we put it right to the corner there. Lovely. I look sweaty.
I feel sweaty. Mm-hmm. I'm really hot. This room's gonna get hot. I'll warn you.
I know when I'm working on a blanket. Darn it. Not ideal. Good morning, everyone. Nope. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, everyone.
And welcome to another episode of the LegacyKnitz podcast. My name is Chelsea.
My name is Sue.
I am the daughter mother.
I am the mother grandmother.
And we are coming to you from northern Vermont.
At our old crooked fiber farm.
Mm-hmm. And there has been so many
good
improvements.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know how I look at it is none of it was awful, but it wasn't us.
Right.
It's becoming us. Mm-hmm. Like the living room, just having finished it, that's us.
Oh, gosh,
It screams us. The other was just like we're in someone else's living room.
Yes. Well, especially once you get the samplers up.
Oh.
I know.
I can't wait.
It's beautiful. I will, like I did last time, try and get some footage that I can put over our faces right now while we're chatting. You also have a picnic table.
We have a picnic table.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I've said it a million times to you. I don't know if I've said it here, but such a big part of our house hunting was finding a Grammy and Grampy's house. Mm-hmm. And this is it feels so much like your Grammy and Grampy's house.
And those are like, what do they call them? Core memories.
Core memories. Like the swings on the tree. We didn't have these swings.
But they were pretty similar.
Oh, you're right. There was one like
They were pretty similar, yeah.
The swing on the tree, always having toys there for you guys to play, like outside toys.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, it's heaven. It's heaven.
Yeah, it has the same exact, like, it makes me feel internally exactly the same way that I felt when I was at Grammy and Grampy's.
Same. And I feel that way, too. Now, that being my role, which is so bizarre, weird, yes. Crazy.
I feel like fall's going to be here.
Oh.
Literally before we know it. And I'm just...
And part of me is really good with that.
Yeah, but then the other part of me is like, but this is like magic.
This is magic now because we can be outside all the time.
All the time, yeah.
I'm not used to being hot and not having a pool.
That part is hard.
That part, and you know what? But you know what I keep saying to myself, Sue? You had a pool, but you didn't go in it.
Totally.
Like right now, I would just be like, oh, I'm so glad it's there, but I wouldn't go in it because it's too cold.
Yep.
The water's too cold, or no one else is there, and
Oh, we've gone into our neighbor's pool the last couple of days. The temperature the first day was 58.
And you actually went in the water.
Oh yeah, we were swimming. Yeah.
That's freezing.
But it was so hot.
Hot, I know.
And then yesterday it was 60 because it had
That's still freezing.
It's so cold. I know. I wouldn't have gone in our pool if it was anything less than 70.
I think I could venture in if it was really, really hot. If it was
68 maybe?
Maybe 68.
Yeah, we were in the 50s and I didn't even, like, that's how hot it has been up here.
It's been ridiculous.
Just very humid, very sticky, very hot. But yeah, we're so fortunate that, like, it has created a relationship between us and one of our neighbors that is really special.
So special. The girls will always remember Miss Pat. And she's so beyond generous.
Literally. Like, we went yesterday and she wasn't even home. And we were like, oh, she must be out running errands. And she was. When she got in, she, like, ran out back. She was like, hi, I'm so glad you're here. And I was like, I tried to wait. And she was like, no, like, I'm so glad you came over. Like,
so sweet.
Yeah. And the girls love her.
Of course. I love her. And I've only met her a handful of times.
Yeah. She's the best.
Yeah, that is an amazing situation.
Yeah. And when we're here, the sprinkler works perfect.
The sprinkler works, and the lake is down the road.
Down the road.
I mean, it's a car ride. It's not down the road.
But still.
Exactly. Like, if I was dying one night, although they really do say the water quality up here is not great.
I know. Honestly, it's like that across the board for Lake Champlain.
Yes, and they had a whole thing on the news last night.
Did they have what are they called? Something blooms?
I think so.
Algae blooms or something like that.
I only caught the end of it, and they were more projecting.
that it would be a thing this summer.
Yes, but where we went that night when you guys were here, there's another part that faces a different direction. I guess it's better.
Could be. I wonder if like the tide like flushes it out.
Yeah,
or
I
not
don't know.
tide because it's not the ocean. But
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyways, it's a beautiful lake.
It's beautiful.
And I do enjoy lakes.
It's nice to have it there, especially right. So we've got Memorial Day on that Saturday. We went to go get ice cream on the lake, and it's just such a nice like environment to be in as you're eating ice cream. Like
It's very fun.
It's nice,
And
yeah.
that's where Grampy and the girls are right now.
yes, they're playing in the park.
I told the girls they were in charge.
Just pray. Just pray.
It'll be fun. And so he enjoys it so much.
I know, and they love it. It's just so nice because they get such like I feel like I don't know why, but it feels like that's rare to have like really good quality grandpa granddaughter time.
Well, I say of course, but
maybe that was just our experience.
Yeah,
like that was just never really a thing.
It was always more about Grammy. Yeah. No, it's nice here. I feel like it's such a nice balance. Such a nice balance. So yeah. So,
that's what we got going on.
My brain is mush.
I know, we're a little mushy. It's hot.
It's hot. So you got here early. I hadn't seen any, oh my gosh, it had been, I think, 10 days. I think I was counting, honestly. I think it was 10 days.
It felt like 2 months.
2 months. And so you guys got here around 10, and we just kind of hung with the girls. And then, yeah, they were outside playing. They were so much fun. We've been knitting.
We knit at the picnic table with the, what is it? Tablecloth
on.
Which is the exact same tablecloth
it is
that
the
we
tablecloth.
use. It is the one and only tablecloth. And it was just like, whoa, this is cool.
It's so funny because you think of like inheriting certain things and all of that. And for me, it's always that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like always. It's like, no, I need that tablecloth.
Yeah. Because that's where memories are stored.
All the memories are there, yes.
Yeah.
And then, okay, big announcement, not a big announcement at all, but we have repainted our living room and we pulled up the disgusting rug. And and that was a big job. It was a big
It
job.
looked like it based on the materials that I saw piled up.
But it got pulled up and the wood floor was in rough shape, but not awful shape.
No, it was still a finished wood floor.
Yes, and
that had just been lived on.
And we were like, what do we do? Do we just put down linoleum? We were going to do nothing to begin with because we just are at a point where we're like, nope, we're not ready to make that decision. And so brilliantly, I was like, measure this rug. Because I thought it was like a huge rug so we had a rug on top of the rug. And we just re-put that down. And come to find out, we could get a much bigger rug that would cover 90% of the imperfections. So that came in 2 days.
It's
amazing. It's so pretty.
I'll put a picture here.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
It's so pretty. It pulls out all the colors. We have like tapestry-like.
I would say that, yeah.
Lazy Boys, which we've had forever, and they are like new. I don't know what they're made of.
There's a reason Lazy Boys are so
Yes. It's like they're made of steel.
Yeah.
Made of steel.
They actually might be made of steel.
They might be. But it was hard we always had rugs that never went. We just never even thought about it. This one actually pulls out all the subtle colors unintentionally. It's beautiful.
It makes the room so much like bigger and airier because the carpet that you had on there before was black and it was dark and it was moody, and this one is like bright and like light. It's
without being too light so that everything shows up, because we looked at a lot like that. Well, 2 or 3.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, and it really goes with the house, and oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Yeah. I'm so excited to have a lovely sitting area.
And like you just said, we said this just a little bit ago, the sunroom is next.
Yes.
So that'll be really fun.
Another beautiful sitting area. I feel like our house is becoming our own, and I love it so much. And the outside is beautiful right now.
Gardens, you just planted some flowers that she just showed me.
Our vegetable gardens are haywire.
They're beautiful. I was telling her I'm going to have to barter for eggplant because she's got 6 eggplant plants.
Plants that are gigantic, and they've only been in the garden
2 weeks.
for
a week? No,
maybe 3.
3 weeks.
Maybe
I
3.
was gonna say it couldn't have just been a week.
They're gigantic.
It's all coming together, y'all.
Yeah, and on top of that, I've been knitting like a fiend.
Like a fiend. Every time she sends me a picture, it's a new sweater. Baby sweater.
Baby.
But still.
I'm all about the baby sweaters after that whole rant about, baby sweaters. They wear them. I don't care how many times they wear them. I'm loving making them.
Yep. And they're beautiful.
They're beautiful. And they're for special, special babies.
Yes. And I have just been like, I feel like I've been like intentionally knitting for the kids, but other than that, I've just been very wayward. Just like, I don't know.
Yeah. It's the change of seasons for me is such an abrupt change in lifestyle, everything. I've never noticed it before this year, how it affects every part of me. Even if it's not hot, it's just a change of season, a normal change of season.
Totally.
So yeah.
Well, and our sleep schedule also coincides with the sun's schedule as well, I'm realizing, because now it's 8 o'clock by the time the girls are down.
Yeah. Which is normal at their age now.
Totally normal. And
it's summer.
I don't even feel it, honestly. Like, it doesn't even feel late.
It would be hard to keep up the old schedule.
So hard. It would be impossible.
Yeah, you couldn't do it anymore.
So they're down by 8 o'clock, but then Lily's up and down until about 9. And that's my bedtime.
Oh.
So I'm like,
yeah.
So it feels like, yes, we got more of a day because the sun's out longer, but not really. It's just fuller.
My days are so full.
So full. Yeah.
So, but let's talk about dyeing.
Oh.
Yarn.
Yes.
Not dyeing.
No. That'd be a much different podcast.
It's so funny how we do talk about dyeing all the time, and people hear it as if they don't know.
Yeah.
But Advents are well underway. I've dyed the entire 12, what's that one called? The Cookie Exchange?
Yep.
Something like, those are all dyed.
Yep.
I'm now on number 8.
8, yep.
On the regular Advents, and I'm starting because of the 4 Sundays are our 4 favorites.
Yeah.
And so far I have one that I'm pretty sure is going to be one of them. It's hard to pick until you have them all done, really, because you just keep going, I like that one, I like that one. But if I feel like I'm really on schedule, but we can't get overconfident. No. Because that's a thing when you're doing Advents. Where
you're just like, I'm basically done. Yeah.
Like I'm a third done, and it only took me this many days. So we're set.
We're good.
I can get really in trouble when my brain goes there. But yeah, I'm feeling good about it. I have goals. But what's going to start coming into that is Halloween colors. Because that's July, August.
Why does time go by so fast?
I don't like it.
It really is starting to kill me a little bit inside.
Me too. I think it's rigged.
It is.
It's rigged.
I feel like I am going to make a conscious effort to stay in the present moment.
I'm working really hard on that.
It's really hard, though, especially with a business like this where you have to anticipate the upcoming seasons. But I feel like...
Yes.
I feel like we can do it.
We can do it. I work really hard on it, and I work better when I can do it with work. I really can. The thing that I'm noticing with this Advent is I always have to leave room for whatever's going to happen instead of trying to control it. And like today, I chose not to dye. Tomorrow, I may do a couple of things, but I'm probably going to choose not to dye to clear that space again because I'm in a production mode, which isn't, it's great if you know what you're dyeing, but creativity-wise, I need that space. Yeah. So yeah, that's my philosophical thought of the day, in case anybody needed one.
That's that PSA of the day.
But with creativity, you need to leave room for it to happen out of your control.
It's so hard to do.
So hard to do. But especially when you've got project upon project.
Right.
With deadlines.
Right.
It's very hard to do. But if you can, it makes a difference. So I'm working on it.
I'd agree with that. Okay, so start showing us what you're knitting, because I feel like we're going to be here for hours with the amount of knitting that you
Well, no, let's just go through all my finished objects, because
Yes.
they don't have to take a long time. So finished these last night.
love.
Wonder
in our Cozy Toes.
Cozy Toes, which is the only yarn to make socks out of, if you can.
So luxurious.
So luxurious. It's a
Kay Jones.
Kay Jones pattern.
I'll put it on the screen here.
Don't ask me which one. So that's Wonder. This is one of my favorite colorways. I feel like they're getting really blown out.
They are a little bit. Maybe pull it back a tiny bit. That might be better.
Another Kay Jones. Loved it. Okay, so
Is
this
that Curiouser and Curiouser?
Curiouser and Curiouser, one of my favorites.
Love it. That was one of our Word of the Year colorways.
Yes.
Wasn't it?
It was one of our signature colors.
There you go. Thank
yes,
you.
I love Wonder was another one. Mm-hmm. All our signature colors are my favorite.
Yeah.
As far as Kay's patterns, I love them. I've talked about it. They're all memorizable. This one took a hair bit longer. This one, until I relaxed about it, like I didn't need the pattern anymore. But for a while, I'd get really caught up, and I didn't need the pattern, but I had to pay attention.
Yeah.
Or I'd be like, oh shoot, and I'd have to like not tink back, but go back and just look and be like, oh, of course. So those are done. Then I made gift wrap sweater number 1. So
do you know the colorways for these? That's okay.
Sorry.
It's all
Malabrigo. And so it literally wraps like that. I don't have the buttons yet.
So
isn't it fantastic?
Sweet.
So this is for Grace and Nicholas's little one.
Oh my God.
I made it bigger because he's a summer baby.
He's a summer baby,
already
and
overdue.
And he's a Nicholas Irvin baby.
Yes.
So there is a good chance that he will be larger.
He will be larger. Although Nick as a little boy wasn't.
That's true.
He sprouted up. Like he's 6. Oh, now we know, and I already forgot. 6'6". So he is so.
Well, and she's also 10 days
overdue.
Her due date. So like
that's kind of adding pounds.
Wow, this battery dropped. We're gonna need to look into cameras again.
Okay.
This stupid thing. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Okay, so that. Then for our little sweet little Stokes, I call her the little Stokes girl. And I made this one the smallest size because she's being born in October.
So like this could if they want it to be, this could be like home from the hospital.
If they chose that.
Yeah, if they wanted.
Isn't these colors? I'm so glad you came with me. So this tanny color also has some very, 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 very light.
All right, you guessed it. Camera.
Time for a new camera. So we'll just finish this up. So again, needs buttons. So I think we talked about this last time. Our good friend Maureen has made 1 million baby sweaters, and she said all of the young moms love this one.
It's so good.
It's so easy to get in and out of. There's 5 buttons, so I will tell you about the pattern. Gift wrap sweater.
I'm pretty sure.
Gift wrap sweater. And so I hate button bands. I hate figuring out where the buttons go. You don't need to. You don't need to. And every time I get to it, it's like, oh, why didn't I remember? They tell me as long as you pick up the correct amount of stitches, which I did. It hasn't been blocked. Okay, so that's done. So then I remembered Maureen telling me, I did have it here, that there's a hat that goes with it.
Yes. Okay.
And
that baby could be wearing anything, and I'd be like, I need to make it. Because look at that little face.
So, I won't show you directions, but it's kind of there. Right?
So cute.
And let's see if it's on the baby, because it points. It comes to a point.
It reminds me of the Tin Can Knits bonnet that I
Very much
knit.
so.
Look, a little pixie hat. Oh my, I can't.
So I'm going to
be so
I have
cute.
plenty of yarn. I could probably make this. So it took 1 skein of each, and I had plenty left over on both. A little less on this one because it's a much bigger size.
Do you have enough to make the hat?
Yeah.
For Nick and Grace?
I don't think I'm going to because of size.
Yeah,
I think he's going to be older.
Yep.
Will they love it as much? Last but not least, washcloths.
For the babies.
I have another one. I lost it.
It's here somewhere for sure.
It had the blues and the purples.
And would you know what this yarn is?
No, but it's at I got it at Michael's. I remember just seeing it and grabbing it on my way out.
And it's all cotton?
All cotton. I probably can make... So I'm thinking of a set of these as being either 3 or 4. I haven't decided.
Yep.
I could probably make 3 sets out of all of these.
I'm such an uneven number when it comes to sets.
I know.
I would be 3 or 5.
Not 4. 4 is a lot. Yeah, I think it's going to be 3.
I feel like it would be
too
3.
Many.
5 feels like a lot.
3 is enough. And then I do want to have some left for the girls.
Oh,
they need them.
They love their washcloths.
That's my knitting.
I don't have as much, but I will show you. This has been like my little fixation over the last little bit. Good. These little emotional support chickens by the Knitting Tree in the LA Knitting Tree or something like that.
I have no idea, but I love them.
I'm using all Legacy Fiber Arts DK weight yarn. This is our Skittles colorway, Candy Apple. This was from a sock set.
That is Aquanet.
Is it Aquanet? I wasn't sure if it was exactly. Okay, so Aquanet. This was just an orange that I dyed when I was dyeing yarn, and I held it double because it was fingering. Now it tells you to use yellow. I'm like, no, yellow is too boring. I want orange. Then I have the little plastic eyes. They have a little fuzzy belly. And this one's Lily's. And what did she call it?
Clucka.
Clucka?
Clucka or Clucky? Cluck.
Something with a cluck. This is Lily's, and then I'll show you Charlie's that I'm also working on, which is so close to being done. I'm on the belly. Now this pattern is super, super fun because you can really play with colors a lot.
You can whip those off.
They're fast. They're not.
And I will say, just looking at it, I think, wow, that looks like I'd have to really be looking at the directions a lot.
It's a lot of short rows, I'll say that, which doesn't bother me in the slightest. But it's one of those where it's like once you get to the wrap and turn, you knit it and then you wrap and turn the next one. Like it's just like the next.
Yeah, I can do it, no problem, but I get intimidated by it, and I don't know why, but it's fabulous.
Aren't they so fun? So this one's Charlie. We were just talking, she's in like a Barbie princess, mermaids, like she's in her like girly era right now, and I love it for her.
Yet she can hit a baseball like out of the park.
It's insane. But, so I did like pinks and purples. So this is the I Love Me More colorway.
Oh, I love that colorway.
This was one of the mini skeins from our DK Minis.
I remember that.
Club. This is Pop Fizzle. This one is, I think, a hedgehog scrap that I had. She asked for green and then later said, I didn't say green. I was like, well, too bad.
Too bad. I can't rip it back.
So this is just a random one. And then again, Candy Apple, got the little eyes, Candy Apple, and then the same orange. And then for her belly, I'm using the Pop Fizzle mohair with another one of our just mini skeins from our DK club. And I think it's going to look really cute.
So cute. I love them.
They're just super fun and they're super, so I will say, I feel like, so with Lily's, it's really easy to just kind of like mush things and make it work, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
Like numbers wise, you can really just kind of, if you're off
just
a number, you add it's not a big deal. The thing that I dislike the most is all of the seaming you have to do around the belly.
Yeah.
But it is worth it, especially like the kids love these.
Them.
Yeah. So just a fun little stuffy if you have kiddos in your lives. I will also say I'm doing DK. The pattern calls for worsted. I'm using DK with a size US 7 needle for these.
Oh, that's pretty big.
It is pretty big, and I thought it was going to be problematic. Like I thought the fabric was going to be too loose, and it's not really.
You are a little bit of a tighter.
I am a tight knitter.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, a little, not like outrageous by any means.
No, but here are the chickens.
I love that.
And that's really been, it's between that and socks, but
so is this sock new?
I think this is newly finished since the last time we podcasted, which I
love them.
These are my finished heel toe do-si-do socks in our Shelly sock set from our spring chicken collection.
I love that sock set.
I do too.
I love all of the chickens, and I haven't made anything with them.
I'm gonna wind up my Ruthie soon because I want to get another one.
Yeah.
But the pattern is great. It's by Kay Litton, aka the Crazy Sock Lady. Again, a lot like Kay Jones patterns. Fun, intuitive. You don't need the pattern after you do a few rows.
After a few rows, though, because every time I start this, I go, I thought I knew how to do this.
I did that exact thing with
it's like, this is so easy. Why? Until I can see the pattern.
Yep.
then it's so simple.
And
But
it's very easy to see.
so easy. And isn't every other row a rest
Knit.
row?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
It's amazing. I did
It's a great pattern.
heel flap and gusset like I always do.
Me too. I love them.
I do too. So this is my other
I
FO.
love it.
And then honestly, like, that's all
I have stitching.
You need to show your stitching, and then I'll just give them a peek at my blanket since I'm sitting here working on it.
I say do that first.
And it drives me crazy whenever someone's knitting on something, and it happens so rarely, but I'm always like, can you just show me what you have?
It's so pretty.
And it always looks so much bigger on screen than it actually is.
It's pretty big.
It is pretty big.
It's pretty big. I would say you're a third to a half.
I would say a third.
Yeah.
Because I want it to be pretty big.
Yeah.
But I love this orange next to, and a lot of these are just our DK mini skeins.
That was last month's. No, was it? No.
There was one similar
Yeah, no, it
in
wasn't
last
that
month's,
one.
but not this one. This one I told Mom we've got to figure out
Yeah.
because I want so many skeins
I
of it.
wonder what month that was.
I think it was.
I have them all down there. Usually I can tell just by look. I have a good idea what I put in there. I think that's the one that I want to use for Halloween. I think I did write it down.
Could be. I love it so much.
Me too.
So anyway, that's what I'm working on. It's the Cozy Comfort Throw by Molly Klatt, who is the owner of Homespun House Dyed Yarns and the podcast, which she has a new episode that I haven't watched it
It's
yet.
fun. I watched it. It was really fun. She inspires me like you. It's so funny. She inspires me so much.
Same.
And as far as knitting style and what we knit, we're similar. I think like socks and blankets.
Socks and blankets.
Although she's knit some fantastic sweaters lately.
Oh my God.
Which I am dying to get back to my cabled sweater.
I think end of summer I'm going to pick that sweater up that you dyed the yarn for me. The Inga sweater that she knit with the mohair.
Yeah, I forgot what I dyed. Oh, I kind of
remember it was fox.
Yeah.
Fox tails or fox paws.
I kind of remember.
Macaroon and hydrangea.
Yes, I do remember. I do remember. Okay, yes. Yeah. I'm still in the I want to be doing everything mode.
Same. Gardening.
I want to do it all. You know what? I'm just not a gardener.
Oh my God. I love it.
I want to love it. I can't, honestly, I can't add it to my plate. And I'm lucky that Dad, like for me, I'm more about get them planted and then walk away.
Yeah.
Where I love how you tend your garden. I'd always rather be doing something else. That's my problem.
Well, you want to know why it's so easy for me? I walk out my front door and it's right there.
And the kids.
They find it find it fascinating. So I'm like, look.
But even on mine, Charlie was so interested. So, and I love to go look at it. I love all that. It's more what I want to be, and I'm not really.
I get it though.
Did I show the washcloths? Because I didn't show the pattern.
You did show the washcloth.
Okay, it is. This is such a classic pattern. Church mouse. Wee ones, picot edge, baby blanket, and washcloth.
But you're not doing the picot edge, right? Or are you? Okay.
I have before. I'm just for washcloth. No.
Yeah.
Right. The blanket
is.
It is. I know. Why are we so tired? I could literally curl up.
I don't know.
Okay, let's show you my stitching. So it's beyond fabulous.
I have no words.
Okay, so this is my goal. I'm just really bad. Once I say a goal, then I put it away.
Literally same.
What is
I
that?
can't vocalize anything because it's a guarantee that I won't do it.
Put it away. Right, exactly. So I won't say what I want to say. Oh my gosh. It is so addictive. Look at I am to the sun.
Holy freaking cow. It is so fun to see some of the background filled in, just to see like how much it makes everything else pop.
Yes. So I had to go down to Connecticut, and it was I don't usually bring stitching because stitching can be really tricky as far as there's not enough light and this and that. But I had it in my bag, and I was like, I'm just going to throw it in. And I was so grateful because there was a lot of like sitting time during that, and I literally would pull it out and just go like this. And the background. So I love this setting things up. Like I'm setting up the sun now to just fill in. So when you're in that spot, so in the morning, I thought I was going to be filling in a lot. And I decided, no, I'm going to keep setting up while I'm in the mood to set up. So all of this setup where it's not filled in has been mornings this week. And I haven't been as good as having as many hours in the morning because I start playing Connections and that takes me too long, and Wordle, and I've stopped doing that now. I've been
hard.
It takes up too much time.
Yeah.
So I'll do Wordle. I can always do Wordle within 10 minutes.
Right.
Connections, I then, like tonight, I'm looking forward to it. Because my brain...
I haven't played it in forever.
You have to play it consistently to even get semi-good.
Yeah, you lose
Semi-good.
If you don't use it,
you'll lose it. So there you go, friends. Holy cow.
It's just so breathtaking. And with that new paint color on the walls downstairs, it is going to take your eyeballs and pull them from your head.
So for the longest time, having been a framer, I'm always thinking about, well, how will I frame it? And I have a feeling I am going to do a gold carved frame. Not super busy, just the right amount of busy. I can see one in my head that I used a lot, and it's the frame that is on those flowers that I did for Nana. And
that we have in our living room right now. Stunning.
Right?
Stunning.
It's gold, and it just has simple carvings.
Yep.
I mean, that was 1,000 years ago. It might not exist, but something similar will.
For sure.
Our friend Paige, I would like to hand this off to her at the Vermont Sheep and Wool.
Okay.
I didn't really explain enough that I no longer want to do it.
No, we're just...
Look at it.
Beyond. It makes me want to color.
It's coloring book.
I know.
It is. It's like a coloring book, and I've always been that type of artist where I outline and fill in. That's always been my style. I would always outline in ink, fill in with watercolors, and then color pencils. That was like my main form.
Yep.
That's all this is. And honestly, it's mindless.
There are very few things that you could show me that I'd be like, I want to stitch right now. Looking at that, I'm like, just give it to me.
Yeah.
Just let me do it.
You might, I'm thinking I'm not going to put you in charge of life support anymore.
Well, listen, things happen. Mistakes.
Guys, she's really, she's not doing that great.
No, that wasn't a breath. No.
No, that was just like a blip.
It was just a whoopsies.
I'm a goner because
she's a goner. Say goodbye now. Say goodbye now.
Say goodbye now.
Have a living funeral.
It's over. And near the casket will be this picture.
Be like, okay, everybody, you can just see your way out.
Go ahead. I'm ready. You can put that in the ground and I'll just grab that.
This is going to be mine.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. So
anyways. Yeah, it's stunning.
I'm still all about making right now. It's like everything. Everything that keeps me sane, that keeps me everything.
Yep. Grounded.
Gives me I'm so anxious to be done working for the day so that then I can sit down.
Yes.
Oh, it's everything.
Well, have you been reading at all, or has that kind of fallen to the side for the making?
Okay, I'm listening to Long Island, which is Oprah's book.
Like she wrote it? Or it's like a book
club book.
Okay.
I'm enjoying it.
Okay.
Am I I've got to get back to it? No. Ugh. I am reading that book that was on Kindle Unlimited about the woman who buys a broken down shack on a marsh. It's a rom-com.
Oh.
And it's fun. It's fun, but
not.
It's just there.
That's the other thing I wanted to bring you just for the summer. Dang. Well, we're coming back in 24 hours.
Yes,
so it's
I will
fine.
see you. I feel like after not seeing you for 10 days, I will see you every day. For the next month, not really.
Without exception.
Without exception. No, but, so that, and then I just got Mitch album. You know, the one Tuesdays with Mary.
Yeah.
His, I want to say if I could, I don't know what I did with my phone. I just got that
mine is
from
either.
Libby on audio. His books usually grab
Is it new?
me. Not, I think it's his newest, but it's not new. I've just been waiting for it.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I got that on audio. Nothing is exciting me. I think what I'm going to start doing is, you gave me several books that you love that are in my room, and I am going to start sitting outside. I usually bring my knitting, but I think I might get into a habit of going out either after dinner or at some point and just starting. Because once I get started, it's going to happen.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
But yeah, so many people talk about this. I'm very unhappy when I don't have good reading material.
It's so unsettling.
So unsettling.
I totally agree. And I'm finally getting to a point where like I'm into my books again.
Oh, you're so lucky.
Yeah.
And I read every single day. I read every night. I've done that I can't even tell you when I say. You know when it started? I got the very, very first Kindle.
Yes, you did.
1,000 years ago for $500. $500.
That is wild.
When they first came out, I remember saying, I want one, and somehow I got one, and I loved it, and I've loved them since. If I could have my very first one, I'd be so happy. I was so sad when that didn't work anymore.
I know. Well, they've come such a long way now.
They have, but this one is so fun. And it was before, like, touch screens. It was before everything, so that it was like, you would do one thing, and you'd be 10 pages, and it's like, oh my gosh, how do I get back? The technology was so new. But ever since then, because it has a light.
Yes.
Did the first ones have lights, though?
No. I think the backlit feature was
Came
farther,
later.
yeah.
So maybe it went back further than that. Then I wasn't depending on the light. I probably had book lights.
I still do have a book light.
Yeah.
Because I'm very into paperbacks right now.
I know. I have one. I got to pull it out.
Well, so I just finished Just for the Summer, which I'm going to give to Mom by Abby Jimenez, and it was so good. If you're looking for a 10 out of 10 summer read,
oh, I can't wait.
You must get it.
I can't wait.
And then now I'm reading Never Fall for Your Fiance.
Is it good?
You know, I made the fatal flaw of listening to Bridgerton, because that's what I'm listening to via audio.
I'm still going to try that.
And reading this book, which is same time period, same kind of theme. And there's nothing wrong with it. Like, I'm not having a hard time delineating the two. It's more, the writing isn't as good.
As good as Bridgerton.
But that being said, about halfway through, I was like, okay, I'm invested now. I'm in it. I get it.
That's me with this one I'm reading.
So I think I'm going to finish it quickly now that I'm, say, 65 or 75% of the way through. And then I got the new Carly Fortune summer book.
Which is, what was an old one? I don't know that.
Like Meet Me at the Lake. It was the one that Sandy, I got the recommendation from Sandy. Of course, I don't know where my phone is. Oh,
It's right there.
this is my life.
It's really hot in here, you guys.
Listen, this is not unusual. Mom and I were just talking about how a lot of times it's in my hand.
Yeah.
It's in my back pocket.
Same. Dave, where's my phone? And I'm like reading on it. Yeah, it's frightening. I need a haircut.
It's like Meet Me at the Lake or something was the one from last year. Meet Me at the
Okay.
Lake House. But anyway, so that one, I have that one coming up. I also want to read the new not Emily Giffen. Who's the one? Emily Henry.
I know exactly.
Funny People or something like that.
I read a bunch of hers last year. Did I? I feel like.
I think so. She had a real moment.
Yeah.
There was like Book Lovers and then
Yes.
The People You Meet at Vacation.
Yes, I think I read them all.
Vacation.
I think I read them all. Yeah,
anyway.
I want to. Again, though, it's that time scarcity thing. Oh, I just want to do everything right now.
Me too.
I want to cook. I want to bake. I want to do it all.
Same.
Which, how lucky are we? We're never going to be bored a day in our lives. Well, I have had times where I'm bored. It's very unusual.
I have not. As of recent, I have not.
Yeah, I haven't in a long time, but I feel like there have been times, and it's very unsettling because there's a million things to do that I love to do, yet I'm bored. I want to say it has been a really long time, but I've experienced it before and been like, wow, I'm bored. I just didn't know what I wanted to do. That's really it.
I am starting to remember what boredom is because I'm watching my kids discover what it is.
It's very important for them.
So important. And I allow it and I force it.
Yes, it's so important.
But it's so funny because I'm watching them being bored and being like, oh my God, I remember it. Like deep in my bones.
They're bored or they want to be, like, I won't remember for me. They want to be entertained. They want
something out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so I think they're bored because they have their heart set on a play date or going to the pool.
Like, is it a tactic? I think that's my question. Is it a tactic or is it a thing? I can't remember back that far.
I think it's half and half.
Okay.
I think sometimes it's, well, if we're not going to the pool, then we're not doing anything.
We're bored, yeah.
But then there are other times, and they don't actually say it. They don't say, like, I'm bored.
They just lay around, like.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And I vividly remember, like it's kind of like mopey. Oh, it's like a mopey energy where they're just kind of like slothing around, and then Lily will get in her head and she'll start telling stories to herself, and I can see that shift happen. And Charlie will the same thing where she'll like have a baby or she'll be holding something or taking care of something.
Well, because they have such an ability to play with nothing.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have a lot here.
No.
It's really, we have so little here.
We've gotten rid of I shouldn't say almost all of our toys, but truly like
a lot, yeah.
We have Magnetiles, blocks, Legos, a dollhouse, and dress-up clothes, and art supplies. And that's really it.
That's it for me here, is always having art supplies. Because I feel like they go outside, next thing you know, they're making up things. Like, they're so creative, which is so... I don't think that's... I could be wrong. I don't think that's really common.
I have no
clue. For the amount of time they are that way.
Oh, yeah, it's all day.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yes.
I think that's what's unusual. I could be wrong, though. I'm not around other kids enough to know.
Same.
So
honestly,
but let's face it, they are practically perfect
in every way.
Probably right.
The one thing I will say is I look back and I'm so grateful that we made the decision to get rid of those tablets when we did. Do you remember when they used to have those?
Yes, that is so interesting because they loved, Lily especially.
I'll be honest, I don't think she ever loved it. I think she was addicted to it.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was very addicted to that thing.
Yeah, and really now they're real, what I see, of course I haven't seen them for 10 days, so a lot could have happened.
They've grown immensely in those 10 days. They really have,
gosh,
actually.
Lily just blows me away. And Charlie has changed so much. Her looks have changed.
She's getting so
much.
I know.
So much. But the one vice that I think they have, and you manage it well, is television.
TV.
They love television. But you know what? Who doesn't love television?
And that's where I go. It's like, you know what? I love television too.
I love television.
It would be really weird and unfair of me to judge the way they like television.
Exactly. They love it. But they also watch good shows.
It's very controlled.
It's very controlled, and Lily is so pushing the envelope on that, which is so funny. So funny. And let's face it, that's why she reads.
Oh, 100%.
That's why she reads. And she reads anything and everything.
That's why she can spell. It's
everything. So yeah.
Yeah.
I love them.
I do too.
We have another little one coming.
I am so
excited. It's still not real for me. It's still not real for me. It's so funny. I forget. I literally forget.
Yep.
And it's so exciting. Yeah. I'm almost done with season 2. I think there's 3 of Louder Milk.
I still need to start that at some point.
I love it. I don't know why. A lot of inappropriateness.
That's why you love it.
I know.
Probably. That's why I love my shows.
I know.
So inappropriate.
So inappropriate. I'm okay with it. I've grown to love each and every character.
I do really need to watch that show.
First season had 2 fantastic characters. I've got to ask Benny because he watched it.
Oh, yeah, and you were saying, and then they just disappeared.
They're gone. And I'm like, did I miss the wrap-up? Or maybe that was just for that season.
And what is the streaming service that it's on? Netflix?
Netflix.
Okay.
And I'm noticing there is so much good stuff on the streaming services that we have that I'm unaware of.
Totally.
And I've got to start being better. We're just about done with Jinx Part 2.
Oh, we have not watched that. We might try watch.
I think tonight is the last episode.
I'm kind of over it.
I'm so over it. The thing that is shocking, not shocking, that I can't get used to is he's a chameleon. He looks different every time he's on camera. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, when did he start looking like that?
Right.
It's bizarre.
Right.
He's bizarre. His friends are bizarre. It's bizarre. Sorry, I don't know enough to be saying this, but my impact is wow.
Yeah. Crazy.
First season I really enjoyed. It was
First
compelling.
season was, oh my gosh, it was wild.
So compelling. This season I'm kind of like over. But we'll fit. Dad's like, we have to finish it.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with that.
Yeah. I am just eagerly anticipating the second half of Bridgerton coming out next Friday.
There's a second. Okay, I do not have any time where I can just sit and watch something on my own.
That Office is going to be a game changer for your television.
Even today, I was just twisting yarn, and I was like, I had a lot of milk on, but like Dad comes and goes, so I'm always turning it off. Like binge watching is one of my favorite things to do.
God, it's so fun.
So fun.
Well,
yeah. So there
it is.
There.
That's the podcast.
Did everyone notice my new glasses?
Did you?
Really
You had them last time.
Did I? Mm-hmm. Okay, sorry.
No, they're beautiful.
I really like them.
Mm-hmm. I really like them too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well,
they're still at the park. They're still over with Champ. Oh, so next week Jake's coming.
Jake is coming.
Jake's coming for a good part of, I think really most of the week.
Yeah.
He's either coming Sunday or Monday. He hasn't decided yet.
And he's staying,
I assume, through Sunday. Because
I'm pretty sure.
Saturday's the bike ride.
Yep.
So he's coming. So we have some fun events coming. We're going to the local, what do you call it?
AAA minor league baseball team.
All of us are going. I think Benny and Kristen are. Did we confirm that? I think Dad got them tickets.
I think he got them tickets, but he was like, I just got them, so whoever
so
can.
we need to
Yeah, I'm not sure
see if he can make it. But anyways, I'm really excited about that. Jake wants to go see
Inside Out 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping they'll have like a matinee, one like what we did last time.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have a bike ride.
You have a bike ride.
Mm-hmm. It's called Ride for the Lake.
And that's up here. So you guys will go ride and the girls and I will hang. And then I'm hoping we're going to celebrate Father's Day that day because hopefully we'll all be together.
Although I don't think Benny's doing the ride.
Is he not doing the ride?
No.
Oh, darn it. I got to send him a note then just to say we're thinking of doing Father's Day on Saturday. Please, if you can.
If you can.
So that's happening. So we have kind of a busy week ahead. I know.
Stay in the present moment. Stay in the present
I
moment.
know,
Chelsea, do
I
it.
know.
It's so hard because I'm like, that is basically the end of June. After that,
No, mid.
I guess.
Don't say the end. I got to do all those DK minis.
I know. Anytime I hear the 20th on, it's just like, well, the month's over. I know, it's awful.
And that's going to be the 16th only.
It's Father's Day.
17th.
17th. 3 more days and it's 20th.
Oh my goodness.
Stay in the present, Chelsea. Stay in the present.
I know.
It's so hard.
It's easier to do if you... Never mind. It was so ridiculous what I was just going to say. If you don't think too far ahead, it's really easy to do.
If you just stay in the present moment, it's really easy to stay in the present moment. No, I agree. I agree.
Scare myself. Yeah. So, dyeing is still happening. Before you know it, Halloween colors will be coming out. I'm not sure we're going to pick a Halloween movie. I haven't thought of that. Or we're just going to go with fun Halloween colors.
Or maybe both. We did both last year. We'll see.
We did both last year. How did I do anything last year? We were just moved.
Wait, was it last year or was it the year before?
It was last year.
We'll do something fun for Halloween. We always do.
We did, we did Wednesday. And then we did some regular colors. And then we always rebring out our normal Halloween colors, which are fantastic.
I to this day, I think they're our biggest
sellers.
Between our Halloween colors and our Christmas colors, they're the best ones.
It's funny, they sell year round because they're not either.
Right.
They just have names that refer to. So, Wednesday's coming back.
When is that?
Season 2. I don't know, but I can't wait.
Oh my gosh.
It's one of my favorites. I have to rewatch that. See, I have so much binge watching to do.
Gotta get that Office done.
Oh, okay, so update on the Office, then we gotta go.
Yeah.
We're waiting for the insulation guy. He went to Europe. He's back. He had another big job to do, and then us. It could, watch, Jake will get here. We'll have people coming. It'll be sheer chaos, which it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
How long will it take him to do that? Won't it
I
just be
think
a
to
day?
blow in the insulation will be a day.
Right.
And then things will really, all the supplies are here for everything. It's all in the barn. I cannot wait. That is gonna, I am gonna be a new person.
You are. You truly are.
I am. So there, that's
there.
that.
That's the podcast. All
This
right,
is one
y'all.
of the Malabrigo colors right here. Sandbank.
Who knows which one it is?
I don't know.
But it's good.
It's one of
It's a
them.
good colorway.
Yep, I loved it.
All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much for hanging with us.
Yes.
And
It's always lovely.
it is always lovely to catch up with y'all. And if you enjoyed this podcast, make sure you thumbs it up, you subscribe for more episodes, and you click on that little bell for notification.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of YouTube lately. Can you tell?
Yeah, I'm not. My attention
really.
span is 0.
I do it when I need cooking inspiration. I go
See, I
to
don't
my
watch
like
cooking
homemakers.
ones. I need to. You need to send me the ones you watch.
I love them.
I know yours are more around young families, but I enjoy.
I think that's it. Is I just feel like, oh, and a lot of them have like 6 to 10 kids, and I'm like, it empowers me because I'm like, if they can do it with 10 kids, I can do it.
Too.
Got this. All right.
Okay.
Thanks for being here for another week.
You're all
We
the
will
best.
see you again soon. You're all the very best. And
I
we
lost
adore
my
you.
other needle. Oh, here we are.
Oh, phew. You got your classic wooden straights.
Yeah, I enjoy straights for these kind of projects.
They are really fun. All right, y'all.
Bye.
Bye. Needles up. Bye.